Okay. Right, so I'm making this video now. I can just get rid of this. Oh, quick. Alright. Right, so the reason why I'm making this video now is because obviously the election results are in and apparently the Tories won and gained seats, right? Now, I've just found information that shows me that this is rigged. This whole bloody election's been rigged. Not that I'm surprised, but I think I found out how they've done it. And I shall leave the links, right? Now, in my area in Hastings, the MP who got supposedly voted in is named Amber Rudd. Now, she's the Undersecretary of State for Energy. So she's right in there with the office with Cameron and the rest of them, okay? Now, here's the deal, and I'll leave the links at the bottom for you to check out yourself, right? And there's no way that this is not connected. There's no way, right? A couple of weeks ago, it was reported that a van went missing in London which contained 200,000 postal votes, bound for Hastings and Eastbourne. Now, according to the report, it says that because of it, they've changed the voting slips for them areas, but they said unfortunately we can't do anything about the postal votes because they've already been sent out, so they can't do anything about that. So there you've got 200,000 floating postal votes, right, that can be used anywhere. Now, who's going to rob a van with a load of frickin' ballot papers in it, okay? This is a complete setup, right? As far as I'm concerned, so what I done was I checked out, apparently the Tories supposedly have gained 37 seats. So what I done was I looked at 30 of them seats, and I worked out how many votes that they'd actually won by, and 30 seats comes to about 200,000 votes. Now, in one report it says that there's 250,000 votes slips went missing. Another one it said 200,000. Well, I looked at the area for Hastings and Rye and Eastbourne where the supposed votes were meant for, and there's 100,000 people in Eastbourne, there's nearly 90,000 in Hastings, I don't know how many in Rye. The chances are it was 250,000 that went missing, not 200,000, right? So as far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm concerned, them votes have been passed around to all them different areas to give them the majority they needed to get in again, right? And I don't care what anybody said, there's no way in a million frickin' years that them votes haven't been used in the postal system. And I've also been reading a lot of different views on postal voting, and there was a judge who actually said last year that he thought postal voting should be done away with because he's been investigating postal votes and they're wide open to fraud. He said there's 14 different ways that you can use you can fraud postal votes. No, they say all this, you can't put a postal vote in unless you give your signature and all this stuff, right? So there's obviously a way that you can get all the postal votes and use them as you will, right? So as far as I'm concerned, this is what's happened in the UK. We all knew it was going to be rigged from the start. Just so happens to be my town that the so-called MP from this area, who has already got a reputation because she was in the paper for accepting money from a disgraced banker. She's not from the area. She tried to get in some of the poor areas like Liverpool and got booted out. Yes, Amber Rudd, I'm talking about you, right? Because she was a plant. They wanted her in somewhere area that was quite poor. Hastings is a poor town. There's no way in a month of Sundays that the people in this town voted Amber Rudd in. No way, okay? Now, you know, I know everyone's going to say there's no point in voting because the whole, you know, the whole thing was set up. Well, it was. It was set up in the first place, but I think that's how they've done it, okay? They've rigged the votes by using the postal votes, and they've been warned about it before. There's many people have been complaining about it, saying, oh, I never got the vote, I never got it in time, and at one point they another area sent postal votes out and then said, oh, sorry, they're no good, you'll have to do it again, which time it was too late for the people to vote. This is how they've done it. They've done it in Scotland, okay? They've done it in Scotland by using the postal votes, and apparently they use votes, you know, of people who had moved or whatever, you know. I read all about the postal votes helping them to get the no vote in Scotland, so there's no reason why they're not going to do it here, is there? So that's how you know the whole system is a load of shit and it's all rigged, and that's what they've done, right? So what the hell happened to 200,000 votes that just suddenly was the same number of votes that got them all their extra seats, yeah? Rigged. Right, thanks for listening.